Chapter 13. Now before the feast of the Passover, when Jesus knew that his hour was come, that he should depart out of this world unto the Father, having loved his own which were in the world, he loved them to the end. And supper being ended, the devil having now put into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, to betray him. Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hands, and that he was come from God and went to God, he rose from supper and laid aside his garments, and took a towel and girded himself. After that he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet, and to wipe them with a towel wherewith he was girded. Then cometh he to Simon Peter. Peter said to him, Lord, dost thou wash my feet? Jesus answered, What I do thou knowest not now, but thou shalt know hereafter. Peter responds, Thou shalt never wash my feet. Jesus answers, If I wash thee not, thou hast no part with me. Simon Peter says, Lord, then not my feet only, but also my hands and my head. And Jesus says, He that is washed needs not save to wash his feet, but is clean every whit, and ye are clean, but not all. For he knew who should betray him. Therefore he said, Ye are not all clean. So after he had washed their feet, and had taken his garments, and was set down again, he said, Know ye what I have done to you? Ye call me Master and Lord. And ye say, Well, for so I am. If then your Lord and Master has washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example, that ye should do as I have done to you. Truly, verily, I say to you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. If you know these things, happy are ye if you do them. I speak not of you all. I know whom I have chosen, but that the scripture may be fulfilled. He that eats bread with me hath lifted up his heel against me. Now I tell you before it come, that when it is come to pass, ye may believe that I am he. Verily I say to you, he that receives whomsoever I send receives me. He that receives me receives him that sent me. When Jesus had said thus, he was troubled in spirit, and testified, and said, Verily I say to you, that one of you shall betray me. Then the disciples looked at one another, doubting of whom he spake. He then lay on Jesus' chest and said to him, Lord, who is it? Jesus answered, He it is to whom I shall give a sop. And I have dipped it. And when he had dipped the sop, he gave it to Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon. After the sop, Satan entered into him. Jesus said to him, That thou doest, do quickly. Now no man at the table knew for what intent he spoke this unto him. Or some of them thought, because Judas had the bag, that Jesus said to him, buy those things that we have need of against the feast. Or that he should give something to the poor. He then, having received the sop, went out immediately, and it was night. Therefore, when he was gone out, Jesus said, now is the Son of Man glorified. God is glorified in him. If God be glorified in him, God shall also glorify him in himself, and shall straightway glorify him. Little children, yet a little while I am with you. Ye shall seek me. And as I said to the Jews, whither I go, ye cannot come. So now I say to you, a new commandment I give to you, that ye love one another. As I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this shall all men know that you are my disciples, if ye have love one to another.